Good morning, Mr. Sanjay.
Good morning, ma'am.
Okay, tell me, how have you been? All well?
I have been fantastic, ma'am. I'm pretty well. Thank you for asking. How about you?
I'm hale and hearty. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for asking and checking in. So tell me, what are your plans for the day?
Plans for the day? Uh,
Mm-hmm,
I don't have any special plan.
mm-hmm,
However, I will be heading to my company at 3 p.m. This
mm-hmm.
is my duty. 3 to 11 p.m. I have duty today.
Okay, that's great. And any plans for the coming weekend?
Coming weekend, and I will explore with the
Mm-hmm.
respect of English only.
Mm-hmm.
Nowadays, I am focusing on English,
Oh, that's great.
and I'm totally devoting my time towards English.
Okay.
Uh, I want to fluent as soon as possible.
Mhm. Well, as far as I know, you're already fluent. There are a few things that we have to look at, right? Because you have
Yes,
had
yes,
almost
but
2 to 3 sessions with me. I know what is your fluency
yes,
level. But yes, there is always a scope for improvement, a room for improvement, right? Yeah.
yes, right, man.
Nobody
Yes,
is perfect. Nobody, including me,
nobody is
including
perfect.
all of us, right? Yeah.
Yes, yes, right, right. Makes sense.
Okay, great. I can see a guitar behind you. So are you
Yeah,
interested?
it is.
Yeah.
No, I'm not interested in guitar. Actually, this is my son's guitar, and
Okay.
he has chosen as a subject in his school.
Okay, okay. That's great. That's great.
Yes.
That's amazing. Okay, Mr. Sanjay, we have an interesting topic. Would you like to speak on it? It's leaders, leadership qualities,
Ah,
right?
first year, man. We
Yeah.
can go with the topic.
Yeah. So there is an age-old debate about whether leaders are born or are they made, right? So what is your take on this? Do you think leaders are born as leaders, or do you think that they have to go through a vigorous process to reach to that level? What do you think?
Anybody can be a leader, and they are not born. And right after taking birth, we are nothing actually. And I think after polishing ourselves, after doing a lot of our work, we are becoming a leader or something else. I think they are becoming leader. They are not born actually.
Hmm.
And yes,
That is true. That is true. Okay, nobody is born as a leader. We learn all these skills over a period of time, right?
yes, yes. Yes.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. So, Mr. Sanjay, I would want to know, have you ever been in any leadership role so far?
Yeah, I'm leader. I'm leading my team. I'm working one of the MNCs as a production manager. So I have kind of set up of staff and workers. So being a leader, I'm leading the team, and whatever task has been assigned by my bosses.
Mm-hmm.
I am working on that. Now, on top of that, being a leader, I am like imparting my role.
Mm-hmm. That's great. That's great. And how long have you been doing it?
It's been a long time. So I have been working as a leader last 15 years, for last 15 years.
Mm-hmm. That's great. That is wonderful. So, Mr. Sanjay, I would want to know that you have been in this role yourself. I would want to know it from you. What are a few qualities that you think that every leader must possess?
So I wouldn't love to advise because it is easier said than done. What I do, I can tell you that being a leader, I always try to motivate my subordinate, those who are working with me. I always try to encourage them because sometimes they commit mistake, and so it is my responsibility to motivate them. And being a leader, I lead by example. It is not like that every time you will advise and you will give a task that you should do this and you must do this.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever you are assigning the task, I think we must implement that task.
Mm-hmm.
Then they will learn uh, that he is implementing. Then he is telling for implementation.
Mm-hmm.
So I lead by example. And whenever there is conflict between my two subordinates, my two colleagues, so I consult with them. It is not like that. This guy is my favorite, and I have to be favor with
Mm-hmm.
that guy. So I try to sit with those guys, and I consult with them, and I resolve the problem. So
Mm-hmm.
motivation and lead by example, and so I have to come up with the solution every time, because being a leader, it is my responsibility uh, that I should have solution for the problems. And I always think one step ahead, because if there may issues any challenges, so it is my responsibility to resolve the problem.
Mm-hmm.
And on top of that, I shouldn't passing the buck,
Mm-hmm.
and I always try to embrace the challenges, and then I try to like what we call hand over the work to my subordinate. So these are
Okay.
the things I try to do motivate and like lead by example, empowerment, and
Mm.
passing the buck.
Mm-hmm.
These are the things I do.
Wonderful. That is amazing.
Yeah.
Okay. I think
Mhm,
you have
mhm,
explained it all, but still, I would like to add a few points here. Accountability, right? Being accountable for your actions, as you said, that you don't like to pass the buck. Integrity,
yes.
right? Or if you have done a
Integrity.
mistake, own it. Own it. Integrity, imandari. That is the first thing that you need to have as a leader,
Right.
right? And problem solving skills, as you already mentioned, that a leader should be good at resolving conflicts, decision making,
Yes.
good foresight. A leader must have good
Yeah.
foresight. Okay, may these problems may arise in future. How to tackle those? So a good foresight is needed. A vision is needed, right?
Right. Right.
So
Right.
these things are very important, very important. And what what tops this list is communication skills. What do you think?
Yeah. This is the utmost thing. I think this is the crucial thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because you have to interact with like a customer, you have to interact with your client,
Mm-hmm.
and you are leading the organization, and you are in the position. So
Mm-hmm.
if you don't have like adroit communication skill,
Mm-hmm.
so you will be lacking, and so it is must. We must say that communication is the utmost thing for
Mm-hmm.
professionalism.
Yes, of course. All great world leaders are great orators, right? Look at any great world, even Mr. Modi, right? He cannot speak in English, but when it comes to Hindi, he can speak very well, right? We don't know
Right,
how
right,
qualified
right.
he is, but when it comes to oratory skills, he has skills. He has persuasiveness and convincing power. When it comes to Hindi, we all know that English is not so good. But yeah, when it comes to Hindi, he can do it very well. And yes, all
Right.
great world leaders at the global level, all of them have good oratory skills, right? So this is something that you need to have. Only then you can influence
Yes.
people. Otherwise, it will become very difficult, right?
Right. Right. Indeed.
Okay, Mr. Sanjay, delegation is also an important part of leadership, right? Delegation, delegating tasks to each and every individual. So, do you think that you are good at delegating tasks?
Uh, I cannot be choosy while delegating of the top, because those who are working with me, they all are our subordinates. So actually, I try to focus on weaker side, and those who is the weak person, I try to empower, and I try to delegate like tough tasks, so that he can think wisely, and so that he can enhance something on that part. If I will keep on giving tough tasks to my those who are like valiant, those who are like adroit, so it will not make sense. Undoubtedly, he will finish that task. But what about that person, those who are weak? I think so. It is my responsibility to guide him, to educate him, and so that he can uplift himself, he can enrich himself.
What a nice thought. That's great.
Yes.
Okay, so you are
Mhm.
saying that there are a lot of many leaders who believe that we must assign tasks as per the skills or the ability of that person, right? But you are saying that I do help them. If I give them a difficult task, I personally supervise them or I give them suggestions how to do it, right?
Right, right, yes.
Okay, that's great. But don't you think that if there is a fresher in your company who has just joined the company, it can be very overwhelming for them? If you give them a difficult task, it can be very overwhelming for them. What do you think about it?
Those who are novice and those who are greenhorns, so we cannot delegate the task blindly because they don't know about the task and they are just learning. And first we have to train them, and when they will get to know about the task and when they will be familiar with the task, then gradually we will start delegating the task,
Mm.
and eventually they will learn how to handle the task.
Mhm. That's great. Okay, you want to let them, you want to, you want them to take a charge. Okay, basically, what you are doing, you are creating future leaders. That's what you believe in, right?
Right. The true leader is that the true leader mindsets must be he should assume as a leader who is in front of you.
That is true. That is true.
Yes.
Otherwise, I have seen leaders sabotaging their, colleagues. Right? They are very
Right.
dominant. Right? But you believe in
Right. Actually,
upliftment. You believe in
I think we should uh,
empowerment.
we should get rid of this term actually boss.
Hmm.
We should consider as a ourselves as a leader. We shouldn't consider ourselves as a boss.
That is true. Yes, I completely agree with you on this. Okay, what a nice thought. Okay, amazing. So, Mr. Sanjay, when it comes to leadership, there are two approaches. One is dictatorship, and the second one is very democratic approach towards it, right? Okay, so basically, what I'm trying to ask is that do leaders need to be strict at times, or can they have a very flexible and very easygoing approach?
Uh, uh, for instance, what we do in our what we do at home actually.
Mm-hmm.
We are leading the family like a leader. We are the breadwinner of the family, and
Mm-hmm.
in such a way we can lead the organization as well. Because those who are working out there, they are like family of us. And as we are becoming strict sometime, and as we are becoming flexible sometime at home, so in such a way we can lead the organization as well. And we are becoming strict sometime, and we are spreading love, and uh, we are flexible sometime. Uh, that we are thinking about his or her future. So in such a way, we can lead the organization, and we have to be strict, but otherwise they will take you granted. So when I think strictness needed, so we have to be strict as well.
Okay. So you're saying that it depends on the situation, right?
Mm. Right.
Okay, that's amazing. Okay, as a leader, how do you give feedback to your subordinates, or how do you give feedback to your colleagues or those who work under you? Because feedback is an important part of being a leader. For example, if one of your employees or one of your colleagues who is working with you in a team, he has done some mistake or any kind of blunder, how do you give feedback to him or her as a leader?
If I will not let him know, so how they will improve? It is our responsibility to give. We have to be communicative.
Mm-hmm.
And whatever insights, whatever communication I'm getting from my leaders, as it is my obligation that I have to I have to communicate same to the my subordinate as well. Otherwise, there will be communication break.
Mm-hmm.
This is the utmost thing of professionalism. and
Mm-hmm.
we have to communicate like
Mm-hmm.
every day, and where they are lacking and where they are excelling. So I think we have to communicate, and the communication it is kind of the things we are getting training, like after a couple of days back we are getting training on this topic. This is the like very crucial thing of companies.
Mm-hmm. Okay, wonderful. Okay, a quick feedback. So far, you were very good. You were exceptionally good, I would say. Very well done. Just now, you said there will be a communication break, right? Instead of saying communication break, it would be right to say communication gap, right? Or
And communication gap,
there can be a communication gap, or there can be a miscommunication, right? These are the two things.
miscommunication.
These are very common problems at workplace. Miscommunication, you said something and they took it as something else, so there can be miscommunication, or there can be a communication gap, right? After couple of days
Right,
back,
right.
after couple of days back, so how can we make it more clear according to you?
After a couple of days back, after some days, I think it is enough. I think.
Mhm. Couple of days ago, right? If you,
Yeah, I'll go.
yeah, right, if you
If
are
I'm telling about future, to after some days, and if
after,
I'm telling about past,
yeah, yeah,
couple of
so
days back, couple of
yeah,
days ago.
yeah, couple of days ago, or after a couple of days, right? So these are the two situations:
Okay.
after a couple of days or
Mhm.
a couple of days ago, right? So these are the two
Mhm.
things. Okay, wonderful,
My
amazing.
my ear. Sorry for interrupting, man. My earbud is giving signal actually. So let me remove him. Let me start the speaker.
Okay, yes, yes, sure, sure, sure. Yeah, I can't hear you, Mr. Sanjay, you're not audible. Yeah, no, no, can you hear me? You are not audible. No, no. Hello. I can't hear you. If you think everything is fine from your end, then you can rejoin. Maybe that will help. Yes, I can hear you now. The noise. Yeah. Can you hear me? No, no, no. Again, no, I can't hear you. It's not audible. You're not audible. Why don't you connect your phones again? Maybe that will help.
Hello.
Yes, I can hear you now. Finally. Oh my God, there was some problem.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. We have lost, I think, 3 or 4 minutes.
yeah, we lost 3 to 4 minutes, but no worries
Yeah.
at all.
Mm,
Okay, Mr.
mm,
Sanjay, you are a parent as well. You are a father. I would want to
mm.
know, how can we develop leadership qualities among kids, according to you?
Among kids.
Yeah, among children. Like, can parents do it, or do you think the school or the teachers have this responsibility?
So as I'm leading in my company, so I can teach him in such a manner, whatever I do in my company, whatever the task I'm conducting in my company, and timely I can teach him that how being a leader, what I do in my company, and the after some time you will be leader, and it can be company, it can be any organization, it can be your school. So try to act as a leader and try to face the challenges. So those who are monitor in the school, so they are leading the their so like their colleague, their fellows. So they are also part of leadership, and because definitely they would have kind of work, and they
Mm-hmm.
would have been assigning some task to their fellows. So in such a way, they can develop leadership in a school.
Mm-hmm.
And without shadow of a doubt, I think schools, teachers, and they should teach student how they can be leader, a good leader, and it is not about a school organization, and I think it is about life as well. And as a leader, we are facing kind of issues and challenges, adversity in our life, in organization. So life is all about like a plus and minus, joy and sorrow, and ups and downs. So we have to be valiant, and we have to act like leader. And the leader, so by and large, on in law, we have to invoke something within ourselves so that uh, we can be good leader, and in profound way we can face the challenges. And these are the quality which we can develop in students and in our kid as well. Like you shouldn't scared of anybody, like you shouldn't scared of anything. And
Mm-hmm.
if you are facing, like if you are getting fear, so and you should try to face the fear. So in
Mm-hmm.
such a way your fear should be disappear.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
And so and as you are dealing your school, being a monitor, so in such a way we can teach student as well, and our kid as well.
that's true. That's true. I think what you can do as a parent is to motivate him to participate in different activities, because when they participate in different competitions, it's not always about winning or losing. It's about gaining confidence, right?
Right, makes
And
sense.
first thing that a leader needs is to have confidence. So these activities, when they participate in different activities, is it kind of boosts their confidence, and that is how they develop these leadership qualities, right?
Right, right.
Yeah. It any
Yes.
sports, if they participate in sports, they learn these leadership qualities. For example, he becomes the captain of his cricket team, or any captain, any leadership role. So it all starts from school,
Yes,
right?
yes, yes.
Starts from
Undoubtedly.
school. It starts from school. So that is how
Mhm.
they can develop leadership qualities, right?
Mm.
Being on the
Yes, yes.
forefront and leading a team, that is something that needs them at this point of time. Okay, wonderful.
I think they shouldn't be back venture. They should be front venture.
Yes, yes, that is. But there are, like, it depends. There are many leaders who choose to be backbenchers, right? It doesn't matter
Yes,
whether it's they sit
yes,
on,
yes, yes.
right? Yeah.
Mhm. Mhm.
But yeah, participation, leading, that is very important, right? It doesn't
Right,
matter
right.
whether like being a captain of football team or captain of any debate competition. These are the skills that they must
Actually,
know.
I had stage fright, And
Okay.
even still I have stage fright, so I always try to advise him that I am liking on this field. I think you should keep on participating, and you
Mm,
should be every time on dais. So in
mm-hmm.
such a way, you will be able to get rid of your butterfly, and
Yes.
you will be able to overcome on your fears. So I
Mm-hmm.
think, and eventually you will lead the team, and eventually you will be monitored.
Okay, wonderful.
Mhm.
Okay, Mr. Sanjay, it's already feedback time. So I was very, let
Yes.
me talk about the wow moments first. So you used lot of idioms in your, many idioms in your speech, like by and large, and easier said than done, pass the buck, and there were many more, right? So that is something which I really liked. So you are trying new expressions, new words in your speech, which is something very enlightening, and a very happy moments for us as well as mentors and as experts when we see our learners using some better expressions that makes our day. Okay, wonderful.
Thank you, ma'am. Actually, I have been using all these things, and now I have started using, and I have
Hmm.
inculcated all these things in my mind. Having
Wonderful.
said that, I run up out of word, I run up out of thoughts, and I fumble.
Mhm. Don't worry,
So,
it happens with all of us, right? Okay, it happens with all of us, and we have to keep it going, right? So when you stop practicing, you are back to square one, right? So in order
yes,
to maintain this level of fluency and this progress, we have to practice every day, every
right,
single day.
right.
Okay, what I have observed, there was a moment when you said you shouldn't scare, you shouldn't be scared of
You shouldn't
anyone.
be scared.
Be,
Okay.
so that be is very important.
Mhm.
And please avoid using this filler like.
Like, okay,
Yes.
okay.
So this is
Mhm.
something that I wanted to tell you. Else everything was on point. Your
Mhm.
fluency, the points, and presence of mind, thinking. Because the moment there is a question, because these sessions are not scripted, these we want you to be as natural as possible, as
Right.
spontaneous as possible, and you did it all.